Hello everybody, I'm Mortika Lacrosse, and it's time for another Strange People in History. That's right, this strange person in history is about Hiro Onada. Hiro Onada was this Japanese soldier during World War II. And in World War II, after the Japanese surrendered after a few months in 1945, Hiro Onada and his platoon actually hid in the mountains of a particular country. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but right here on the screen, I'll put the name of the country. But basically, they hid out there way after the war was over, like all the way up until 1974. Some of them were captured, but Haru Onado survived basically using guerrilla tactics and guerrilla warfare, and would occasionally come down from the mountains and attack the people, and steal stuff and steal food. But basically, majority of his time was spent in the wild, hunting and surviving out there in the wild, thinking that everything that was going on was actually propaganda carried out by the Allied forces. He believed that the war was still going on and that he was being lied to. At one point, they dropped a bunch of leaflets saying that the war was over, but he thought that this was an Allied tactic to trick him. So there he is in the wild, as if he's, Robinson Crusoe, surviving there out in the wild, not surrendering at all because he believed that the war was still going on. And in fact, several times would attack people, attack the police. So, some of his men that from his platoon was captured, but he continued going on, thinking that the war ended. At one point, there was a bunch of letters and notes from family members of his platoon, but that Hiro Onada, thought that his platoon was being tricked by Allied forces and that none of it was real, and that it was all some kind of tactic or trick played out by the Allied forces, and that the war was still going on, and he was going to continue to protect the Empire of Japan for the Emperor. It wasn't until his commanding officer at the time finally came to him and told him that the war was over that he finally surrendered and handed over his sword to the ruling authority of the country that they were hidden and held up in, and handed the sword over, because this is kind of like a Japanese honor thing. Here's my sword. I surrender. You win. But, I mean, he 29 years, Haru Onada, hid out in the wild, continuing a one-man, if you will, platoon with some of the platoon. But after a while, there was only 3 or 4 of them, I believe, left before he finally surrendered. All the way up until 1974. That's a long time to be held up in the thing. A long time as he thought the war was still going on. So if you'd like to see more strange people in history videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified of future strange people in history videos. And also, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up so you can let me know that you like this video and you want to see more of this content. Comment down below of what you thought of this story. If you have any more strange people in history, people that you would like me to discuss in a future video, leave it in the comment section below. And comment, of what you think of this video and what you thought of this story. And comment down below, do you think you could survive 29 years out in the wild fighting your own one-man kind of war thing? I'd really like to know. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching this video, and I'll have links, as always, at the end of things you can click on, and then, of course, check out the description bar below. I've been your host, Mortika Lacrosse. As always, stay strange. So you watched the video, and now you're at the end screen that I did last video. I'm going to do it on this video as well. This is the video. So here, 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 and here will be perhaps things you can click on and see other videos and other playlists. But the video's over. So thanks for watching. Click one of these. Peace out.